Hello everyone. In this lecture, let's try to understand how a interrupt work in a microcontroller. Interrupts are nothing but, as the name says, it is used for interrupting the processor for executing a set of lines that is available in the interrupt service routine. Basically, there are two types of interrupts: software interrupt and hardware interrupt. Hardware interrupts are mostly provided from the external sources to the microcontroller. Very good example of hardware interrupts are external interrupt, and software interrupts are provided from the internal sources of the microcontroller, that is from the peripherals of the microcontroller. And the examples are ADC, timer and USART interrupt. Using interrupts in a program saves the time for the microcontroller. Let's understand how it saves that. For that, I am taking a simple program of button for understanding this interrupt. You can see this is the main function, and this is an infinite loop that is available in the most of the programs. And here I have written a condition for the button to be high. If the button is high, I am just turning on the LED. And if you take a closer look at this program, this condition is checked irrespective of the button is low. So the processor will be always busy checking this condition whether the button is high. So this method is called pooling method, and in this method the processor will be always checking for this condition and it will be always busy doing this job. So let's rewrite this program using interrupt to show you the difference. So I have written the interrupt program. Here you can see there is a main function which is empty. Let's assume there are some codes here, and I have written a ISR function. Inside that I have checked the some flag to be high, and I have turned on the LED. And the only hardware change that we did for this interrupt program is we are connecting the input to the external interrupt pin of the microcontroller. So the program starts and it starts executing the codes that is available in the main function, and whenever any change happens in the external interrupt pin of the microcontroller, the processor pauses the process that it is doing in the main function and it jumps to the ISR function and it executes the lines of code here. Here inside this it will check for the flag to be high. This flag is nothing but a separate flag that is allocated for the external interrupt pin, that is for external interrupt. So for all the interrupt sources we will be having a separate flags for identifying the interrupts that is occurring. So it is checking for the flag to be high. If it is high, I am turning on the LED. So after completing this lines of statement here, the control automatically goes to the main function and it resumes the process it left there. This is the process of interrupt program. Either it is a hardware interrupt or software interrupt, the process is the same, but the interrupt triggering methods may vary. As you take the case of software interrupts such as ADC interrupt, the interrupt will occur whenever the analog to digital conversion is complete, but the process for interrupt is the same. We will check a ADC flag in that case. And if you take a timer interrupt, interrupt will trigger whenever a predefined time period is expired. And if you take a USART interrupt, the interrupt will occur whenever a full byte of data is received in the receive buffer. So I hope you understood what are interrupts and how it works. Let's implement the external interrupt in the upcoming lecture. Thanks for watching.